Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ezinne Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. So guys, I'm going to be analyzing today's show, but whatever you do, do not miss tomorrow's show because the emmarose gist has dropped. The Dubai gist will be dropping. Did you guys know that Liqouorose caught Emmanuel with another girl in his room in Dubai while they were still dating? Hey! Finally, the story is actually true. It wasn't a lie. What? Hey! And they were trying to paint liquor as, oh my God. Anyways, Ezinne, calm down. Let's talk about what happened today. So today, the show was about relationships in and outside the show, friendships, whatnot. And today's episode was basically about Angel and her, I don't know how to call it, her, relationships capades, if there's a word like that. So first we saw, before the Angel matter came in, we also had another moment. Yes, guys. Now let's start with the first one. They showed us a video of peaceful peace and her walkings around Michael. You remember how we used to see, Peace whining around Michael. She would do sneaky around Michael, and she would think we do not know. And Jackie B is her friend though, and a lot of us were like, is it like, why is it that Jackie B is not even seeing this? But she was so focused on the whole Angel and Michael wahala. Well, after showing the whole clip, it kind of asked, Peace, what was that? Like, you and Michael in the corner? And she was like, it was just vibes and all that. I think before Ebuka asked Peace, he asked Michael, and Michael was like, oh, that, Peace is cool, that it was just vibe, it was nothing more. And Ebuka was like, at that point, you were not really entangled or in a committed relationship. Would you have pursued that? Did you see anything to pursue in that? And he was like, no, it was just vibes and all that. And Ebuka would not ask Peace, okay, what was it for you? And she was like, she doesn't understand why people were capitalizing on her and Michael, because at that point she was also flirting. She admitted she was flirting with Michael, with Sammie, with J. Paul, even with Cross. I'm like, hold on a minute. So you guys were actually, flirting with other guys, and you guys were actually pinning one person as the number one flirt? Anyways, people of God. She said she was flirting, that it was nothing serious, it was just vibes, that she didn't understand why people were carrying it on their head. And Ebuka now said, do you now see how it is? Because Jackie B is your friend. Didn't you feel like the need to actually tell her what was happening? And she was like, no, it was just flirt and all that. And Jackie B was not asked, okay, you were in the dark in all this. How do you feel? Or when you saw it, how did you feel? She was like, at that point, she didn't even know. Even when Ebuka tried to let her know and said during one of the eviction shows that now Michael and Jackie B are in peace, in her head she was like, oh, now we're cool and everything. So she didn't really think of it, that kind of way. That in her mind, she felt like Michael should have told her, and also Peace should have told her, because she felt a bit betrayed by Peace. And Michael, Ebuka asked him, didn't you see how you were it was almost looking like you were gaslighting her, because every time you are using all those long grammar, talking about her or talking to her in the garden, we didn't really understand what was going on. And he was like, no, there was too much pressure in the house, there was I don't know, square whatever he was saying and blah blah blah. And Ebuka was like, okay, are you guys Michael Jackson? Is it really, is it still Michael Jackson? And he said that he thinks they are good friends. I'm like,
and I think she's a very good friend of mine.
You think?
Wow.
You think you guys are still good friends after almost a year? You are thinking? And he was like, oh, in the house they said they will explore. I'm like, are you Dora the Explorer? Because 1 year you're still exploring if you want to be with a girl or not. And if you see the way Jackie was rolling her eyes, if Jackie rolled her eyes more, I'm sure her eyeballs would have been at her back. Seriously, Ebuka was like, okay, Jackie, what's up? You are rolling your eyes. And she was like, she doesn't understand what he meant by he thinks they are good friends. And Jackie said, well, they're still good friends and all that. And oh, Peace was also asked, if she and Jackie are cool. And she said that she and Jackie, they don't like talk the way they used to talk before. And Ibuka asked her, do you think that this is, kind of because of this whole thing? And she said, probably, maybe, and all that. But what I'm getting in that first, Jackie B, Peace, and Michael, I really don't think Michael is taking Jackie that seriously. Because, we've seen you guys go on trips together. We've seen you guys be all lovey-dovey, and you're coming on a show where you're supposed to let the whole world know that both of you are now like cemented or something. You are saying you think after 1 year you're still thinking. My sister Jackie, better rethink this thing. Anyways, guys, away from that, we now go into the Yousef and Angel's Romeo and Juliet. Yes, so like the Bollywood, these people were acting when they showed us the clip where Yousef was like, oh, I love you, say blah blah blah. Like everybody was laughing. I think for me that was the cutest moment. Yousef and Angel's moment were like the cutest. And Ebuka, after playing the clips, was like, do you even see how this whole thing was? I think he asked Angel first, and Angel was like, oh, like she was like she enjoyed Yousef's company at that time, that her head was not really in a relationship thing, and she also thought that Yousef also, she didn't know like what was in Yousef's head, probably because they were in the house and everything like that. And Yousef said he really did like Angel. He was willing to put in like 80 and she would do 20. But when he now saw, the way Angel was around Cross in his presence, kissing, romancing and everything, he was not like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this anymore. But I'm telling you, they were like the cutest. They were so cute, guys. Like, Yousef is a lover man, trust me. And Ibuka was like, are you guys now like cool? And they said yes, they hang out. And Ibuka was like, hang out. Anyways, yes, guys, away from that, we had Sammie and Angel. We saw the fights, that happened, the whole fight that brought about this slut shaming thing. And, Ibuka now asked Angel, what was that? Like, at some point, it actually looked like, okay, he was just like a standby to you. You do whatever you want with other guys, and will still come back to Sammie. And she said Sammie was doing the same thing. He was also flirting, with Peace. And Ebuka was like, okay, why was that a problem for you? And she was like, it was not a problem. That's the thing. It was not a problem. But the fact that she kissed KV, that was a problem. And KV said on his own, he was disappointed in Sammie because, he overreacted. And Sammie now told KV, he addressed KV later, telling KV he doesn't understand why he's saying he's disappointed in him and all that he was angry. And at that moment, he felt, he had the right to be angry. Addressing the whole Angel situation, he said he actually did, like Angel, but at some point, he had to be playing it down with the housemates and say, oh, it's a game, blah, blah, blah. But he actually did, like Angel. And Ebuka asked Angel, if there was no fight and everything, do you think you would have pursued something with, Sammie? And she said, no. And Ebuka was like, how much was the fight a defining moment for your relationship with Sammie? And she said, at that point, after the whole fight, after everything that Sammie said, she was like, nah. That she even told him that it's never going to work between them, but they are cool. And Ebuka was like, don't you think you're being unfair to him? Because, you also heard a lot of insults on him. And she said, yes, she shouldn't have. And she apologized, and basically that was it. Like, I thought we were going to have like a good end, everybody kumbaya, until they showed us what they're going to be showing tomorrow. Oh, before they even showed us, do you know that Sammie actually wrote a letter to Angel? Hey! Like, why does this remind me of the whole prince writing, a letter to Dora last season? He actually wrote a letter and Angel snubbed him. Angel had the mind to snub him. And Ebuka was like, why? And she was like, because it's not like she didn't forgive him or anything, but at that space, she didn't want to have anything to do with him. And and Sammie was like, at that point, all he wanted was for her to come back because she was on her own, sleeping. And he knew that was not the Angel, that even if you don't want to be my friend anymore, at least come back to the game. I'm like, chai, lover. Like, oh my God, Angel, see what you make me do. After everything you make Sammie do. But they said they are cool, after that episode, but we all know now they are not cool. Anyways, away from that, I am so looking forward to tomorrow's show. Hey! Dubai! See, I must go to that Dubai so that me too, I can go and have my Dubai gist. First, it was Maria talking about Angel Dubai gist. And now, Emmanuel was caught in a Kerewa movement. Kerewa. Hey! Golden boy. Yeah! This shire eye men, they like shining eye and touch lighting. Anyways, guys, that's it. So, like I said earlier, in whatever you do not miss what tomorrow's episode, because it's gonna be what? It's gonna be an explosive something. Yes, this is the reunion. Now they have started reunion. This is what I like to hear. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, you know what to do. Kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezinne Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead. Bye.